everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Emma if you're new here, and yeah, let's just jump right into it because I don't feel like doing a fancy intro today. So I have this fabric that I got at Value Village for only $3, and it's a super lightweight, like breezy, almost like, I want to say like a chiffon kind of, with these beautiful like embroidered bits in it. I don't know if you can see that on camera. I'll insert video of said fabric. But yeah, we're gonna make a kimono out of this. So let's just jump right on in. Okay, so I wanted to kind of hit like just below my butt, and it's a weird chunk of fabric that I can't quite do that, so you're gonna watch me awkwardly pin it in here until I figure out what I want to do. Insert time lapse. Okay, so after pinning this on my mannequin, I've determined my length, but I think I want to go like an extra inch or two just to be safe. I'm going to cut that. Now I'm going to fold it so that these edges meet in the middle. Okay, so now that I have it all measured so that there's a center seam, we're going to cut out a small like neck hole. So I'm going to mark the center, and then I am going to measure my neck, just kind of like behind my neck, side seam to side seam, or shoulder seam to shoulder seam. I don't know if you can see this, but I'll insert a clip of me doing it in a second. But it's roughly 7 inches. So I'm going to measure 7 inches. Kind of, let's see. I'm going to rearrange you so you see this better. Okay, so I'm going to mark out so that I have a size that's 7. Actually, I think I'm going to do 8 just to be on the safe side. So I'm going to put 4 at the pin and then just mark out the end. And then where 8 is. Then we're going to cut a bit of a round shape here, just to give room for my neck. So we're going to line up these 2 pins. I'm just going to cut a small round shape. Now I'm going to flip this over. Actually, what am I doing? Don't you love these sewing journeys together where I don't know what I'm doing and you don't know what you're doing? We're on this together. Let me think about this for a second. I will be back. Okay, I'm back. So I think I'm gonna I need to cut the side seams first. So I'm gonna cut off the first 13 inches either way from the back piece so that we can actually make holes, because that's where it's currently folded, so we need to make it so we can stick our arms through. So yeah, I'm gonna just show you me cutting that to the time lapse.
Okay, so my camera cut me off. What I was doing here was cutting the two front pieces off from the back piece, and I measured out to be about 13.5 inches.
Okay, so now I'm going to attach the front and the back at the shoulder seams. And yeah, making sure we're doing wrong or right. Yeah, we're gonna do wrong sides together because I actually want to try out doing a French seam. So you want to do wrong sides together. Okay, so we're just gonna sew those two seams. I'll show you how to complete the French seam. So now with a French seam, you're going to trim off the excess. Now that you've trimmed off your excess, will it focus? No. But anyway, you know what a trimmed seam looks like. You're going to fold it so that it's now wrong sides together. And randomly said. You're going to stitch down to enclose all those raw edges into the seam. And then I'm going to iron it before I sew. I'll give you a close-up shot of what this looks like when I have it ironed, but watch me pin for now. Here's a look at a finished French seam. It's nice and clean. No raw edges to be seen. Now I'm going to iron these flat so that they lay nice and smooth. And then we'll move on to the next step. So now I'm going to do the same thing on the side seams. And I'm going to leave about a foot from the shoulder seam for my arm. And yeah, we'll just do the same thing over again. Doing French seams for both the side seams. Now, when I sew these, I'm going to start from the armpit and work my way down just to make sure I don't get the top part uneven and wonky. Just because this is a more slippery fabric, so that can happen. But yeah, let's go make the French seams. Okay, so now I'm going to do a rolled hem on the bottom. I'm going to hem it once, sew it down, then I'm going to fold it again and then sew it down so that all of those loose ends are locked in. I find this to be the easiest method for me, especially with something so slippery like this chiffon-y fabric. Yeah, I don't know what more to say about that, but I think it's an easier way to do a double rolled hem, especially if you're new to sewing, just because you're locking down that first fold and then folding it again. So yeah, I'm gonna do that and then we'll come back. I think I want to add sleeves, so stay tuned, keep following along. Okay, so I was just in the flow and I just kept going. So after hemming the bottom, I decided to do the neck area, neck and front, which to do that I took the front part of the neck and just rounded it out to be flush with the front. I guess why am I dim? I'll just show you. So you can see how the neck just like goes straight down into the front. I still need to iron it flat, but you get the gist. So now I think I want to add sleeves because I feel like it looks empty without sleeves. Now I'm not sure though if I want to do it out of this fabric or if I want to do it out of a lace. I think I might dig through my lace. I think I have some lace with like gold details, so it'll really look good with the gold threads throughout the fabric. But yeah, I think I'm gonna do that and then I might call it a night. It's getting late and I'm tired because I've done a lot of work today. But yeah, I will see you in the next clip with my decision. Also, it's starting to thunderstorm outside, so I don't really want to film when there's the potential of me losing power. So I'll catch you in the next clip. Let's go. Okay, so it's a new day. I tested out doing lace sleeves by just like kind of pinning it on. Didn't love it. Not the look we're going for. So we are going to add sleeves out of the same fabric. So what I did was what I'm going to do is measure out the distance between the shoulder seam and the armpit seam, and then double that so we only have one seam. Then added my seam allowance, and I'm gonna make them as long as the fabric I have left, and then see how long I want them to actually be. I kind of want them to be a bit of a longer sleeve, maybe more of like a true like jacket kimono, like down to my wrists, but we'll see what I end up liking in the end. But yeah, let's go cut those sleeves up. Okay, so my camera battery cut me off while I was sewing there, so I finished sewing up the side seams of the sleeves. I guess underseam, it's not really a side seam, but the sleeve. But yeah, so I finished sewing those up with the French seam method that we've been doing for this whole thing. And I went and attached one sleeve just to see how the French seam works with that. And let me show you, and then we'll do the other sleeve together, and then we're almost done. Okay, so here it is with the one sleeve on. I also went and shortened it to the right length because it was like stupid long, like an anime character would wear it. It's that long of a sleeve. But yeah, so now we just have to attach the sleeve on this side. So like with everything else, we put wrong sides together, sew, trim excess, and then flip so that right sides are together, sew to encase all those edges, and then we're done. So yeah, I'll just do a little quick video of me doing that. Okay, so all that's left is to hem the sleeves, and then we're done. So let's do that, and then I will show you what the finished product looks like. Roll that tape. Okay, so that's everything. I would say this isn't my proudest piece, but I was working on a new method of doing like the French seams, so I'd say it's pretty good for my first time trying that. So this project's a win. Still gonna wear it, still love it, and yeah. So if you like this video and want to see more from me, I would love it if you subscribe to my channel and like this video. Also leave me a comment down below of what video you would like to see next, and I will try and do that for you. Yeah, have a good rest of your day. Bye everyone.